if maybe the Chiefs might say, we're taking away everything else. You know, Kittle's going to get what he get, but if we take away everything else, Kittle's not going to have 20 catches for 200, 300 yards. And that's the way that Atlanta were able to beat them. Well, that's what
the Honey Badger comes in.
Because he can come in and cover one-on-one.
He can cover a tight end.
Yeah, and the corners aren't all trash. No, like, you have coverage linebackers.
No, and
I don't know about Hitchens. What he's going to do in the
run game. Bashard Breeland has played well.
Kendall Fuller,
who plays like a safety.
Y'all pretty much have to play nickel the whole game.
I mean, most teams play nickel the whole game.
But against this Niners team, I think that's where they might have
Rashad Fenton, the rookie from South Carolina. Like, the Chiefs are built, and then the offense. Really look out for the screen game. Because the screen game, when we played them last year, that's how we attacked them. Because we knew that they were coming. They were sending forward. They were playing kind of similar. They love to play that cover 3. The screen game really was able to get to them. And just, man, Mahomes' ability, like he's kind of doing what I would say that Trevor Lawrence did until, of course, he got up to LSU, who was clearly better. But he started to show more of his legs, which opened up the game even more for him. And Mahomes is doing the same thing. Like, he's not just running out to pass. If you keep dropping back, he will run for that 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. He's just keeping the Chiefs out of 3rd and longs. And even if you get there, he's probably one of the best ever already at 3rd and 15, 16.
I think the biggest thing with them is they just, like you said, they have to play in their game. You know?
Yeah.
As great as Mahomes is, and as much as he's going to probably need to improvise, he's also got to stay within the game plan. Because if they get it, because like the Super Bowl is a big ass moment. And we saw that with the Rams. We saw that with the Rams last year.
The Rams are banged up though.
But they were in the perfect situation. Down 7 into the 4th quarter versus the GOAT. That's what you asked for. That's all you can ask for. And they didn't take advantage of that window, and it closed. Window's gone.
What was the
Jared
big
Goff
issue?
in the Noodle Arm Club now?
Jared Goff was the issue.
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. So
his teammates can't fail him.
Man, they weren't supposed to be there, so they were feeling bad. Like, damn, we really cheated the Saints.
Stop.
Honestly, can we be honest?
The fix was really in.
The Saints were the better team.
Yeah,
but that's really what I'm worried about. Just as long as Mahomes doesn't do anything out of character and try to do too much. Yeah. And I think they'll be fine. And then also Andy Reid, too. He can't try to do too much, overcoach, overthink. He's a great coach. He just needs to continue to be a great coach. Mm-hmm. I know it's a big moment for him. I know he might not get there again, but at the end of the day, you got to do what got you there.
He doesn't have T.O. out there, but he does have a track team, an Olympic track team, and Travis Kelce.
And people underestimate how good those weapons really are. Like, Tyreek is really a complete receiver. He's just so fast that... And then the special teams. McCole Hartman has a chance to make a play or two for a field position or...
Percy Harvin type stuff.
Taking one to the house to create that momentum for the Chiefs.
And your kicker. That's why I think you guys have the edge.
Do they have a receiver who doesn't run a 4.4 at least?
The Florida cat, number 11. He ran like a 4.6.
Yeah, and Brian Pringle is like 4.7. He's pretty slow. But the worst
game speed.
The worst thing that can happen for the Niners is if they get down 10 points or more. If they get down 10 points, it might be game.
Are you sure about that? Now I got to play devil's advocate.
Because they don't have the passing attack.
Excuse me?
Because the Chiefs' confidence would be so high, the Chiefs are going to keep on scoring. If they figured out to get a 10-point lead, they're going to keep figuring it out. And then our pass rush, Frank Clark.
I don't want to have to speak this into existence.
He had 3 sacks.
Do I have to just tell you Santa Claus doesn't exist? All right,
Go for it.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Let me hear it.
Okay. Let's just break down how bad, low-key, the Chiefs' offensive line is. Honestly.
No.
In pass protection and clutch. Think about it. Eric Fisher is a basic starter.
He's been playing all right.
Okay.
He's been playing solid.
Him and Mitchell Schwartz has played well. You got it.
I got to finish
Schwartz
my point.
Is good.
I got to finish my point first. D. Ford, revenge game. Frank Clark been talking trash all week. D. Ford went up against those guys in practice. He knows their weaknesses and their tendencies. They're going to stay away from Mitchell Schwartz. So that means Fisher's going to get it, and Reeder or Dieter, whatever his name is, there's going to be a lot of internal pressure to get to him. And if you look at that front seven for the Niners, they're built for it. Armstead, Buckner had a down year, but a down year for him was like 7 sacks. You have Bosa. they have a couple backups. I mean, mostly everybody's injured, but still. Then you go back and look at the linebackers. Fred Warner can be everywhere. You have Quan Alexander, who he's still somebody you have to block. You still have to account for him.
I think the Niners.
And then you have Sherman. Okay, Sherman's taking away one guy.
No, not if it's Tyreek.
Not the speed, though.
If I'm Sherman, I'm guarding.
Not the speed, though.
If I'm Sherman, I am guarding Travis Kelce the whole game. But they're not going to do that because that's just not how he's built. That's not his game. And then you have the safeties who are competent, and you have Ahkello Witherspoon who can be boom or bust.
The question is, what can you throw at Patrick Mahomes that he hasn't seen?
A lot with that defense.
It's irrelevant.
With that defense.
You just have to get pressure.
He hasn't played it.
And shut down the run.
The Chiefs were able to play Von Miller and Bradley Chubb.
But
they're not even at the same level as
that's
what
the
this
AFC West.
level.
NFC West defenses are stingy.
We played teams, and then look at this also. The teams that the Niners struggled with this year were
Seahawks.
Cardinals gave them 2 tough games. 2 mobile quarterbacks that improvise and can get out. So that's going to be...
They hit them, though.
Because it's only 4, and the Chiefs, the Chargers are kind of... They're not... Of course, they're not the Niners. But
the soft version.
Yeah, they're the soft version. So they play a similar style of defense. We're going to let Ingram and Bosa get after you, and then we're going to protect our backside. And I just think that, man, Mahomes has seen everything. Andy Reid has seen everything. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
I just think that the game is going to turn into
a track meet.
Yeah, can Jimmy Graham keep up? And that's what I think. Man, yeah, Garoppolo. I'm thinking Jimmy Graham's terrible.
Jimmy Graham's minding his own business, trying to live his best life.
Every time I think of Jimmy Graham, I think about how terrible
L
he
from
became.
last week.
And he's sitting on
a 78 overall.
Taking money.
Never.
He's stealing money.
Ouch.
Dude went from Jimmy Graham to Bubba Franks. And,
that's disrespect.
A couple seasons. That's how slow he looks out there on the
He's
field.
not even Donald Lee.
Nah, he's
even
Bubba Franks.
Donald Lee had a career.
That tight end roundtable.
Jermichael Finley.
With Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp, and Gronk. They were like, hey, Gronk, who'd you come up with, looking up to, or, whose game did you admire? And he was like, honestly, nobody. You're so focused on yourself and the Patriots, nobody.
Yeah.
And then Shannon Sharp was like, what about Jimmy Graham? Didn't you guys come to the league at the same time? And
but
Gronk
nobody
was
expected that.
Oh, yeah. He was like, yeah, I forgot about Jimmy. He was like, yeah, Jimmy's nice, blah, blah, and started complimenting him.
Nobody expected that from Jimmy, though. They're like, I mean, I called it early, but I was like, no one expected that.
If he would have stayed with Drew, he would have been nice.
He would have stayed with the Drew or went to the Colts or went to somewhere where, he's the focal point. If he would have went to the Packers earlier. So you never know.
So who do you guys have? What you got? Niners?
I'm going with the Chiefs, man.
I go Chiefs.
What are the odds right now?
I say 42 to 30.
I saw something. They said the Chiefs 55% chance of winning, so they're like the favorites. I think that chance, but
I think the Niners are going to make a game of it late.
No, and that's what I feel. I feel that they're going to make a game of it late, and it's just going to be too late, and the Chiefs going to get a couple first downs to put the game away.
But here's the one thing that I think will stop the Chiefs dead in their tracks. Can they run the ball?
Yeah, when they need to.
Are you sure?
Yeah, when they need
against that stout defense.
They had a Titans defense where they had a drive where they dominated about 8 minutes where it was runs and short passes.
But the Titans aren't better than the Niners.
But you can use the short passing game for your runs. That's when the screen passes come in.
That's cool, but you still have to be able to run the ball. If you can't get a yard, do you deserve to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but last week the Chiefs said, why run the ball? We can just keep scoring.
But that's my thing. That works too. But you got to factor in, let's say Mahomes gets hurt. You never know. Bosa might trigger. You never know.
You're thinking too far ahead.
Bosa.
He might he might enter trigger. I don't know. Something might happen.
Hey, Matt Moore did go and beat the Vikings.
He might get a text from Donald Trump before the game and be like, "Oh, I'm going all in." You never know.
Minshew Schwartz and Eric Fisher are going to be ready.
But will those 3 interior offensive linemen be ready? That's the point.
Yeah.
These are some ridiculous ass.
Wenzinski was
these are some funny ass prop bets.
One with the Eagles.
Okay, so you can bet on if Darrelle Revis would tweet about Richard Sherman during the game.
That's wild.
You can tweet about if they will refer to Andy Reid as Big Red. You can.
How many LapBand ads will come up in the commercials? That's what I want to know. I'm counting for
You
that.
can bet.
I'm at work that day. I can't even watch the game. I'm pissed.
I can bet something for you. I guarantee they're going to show it. They're going to show Andy Reid when he was a kid and he was big as shit.
12-year-old.
And he threw the football. They're going to show they show it every time in big games.
So there's the over under on the amount of times they show Mike Shanahan is 1.5. I would definitely take the over.
Can I tweet about the Atlanta Super Bowl? Atlanta's just going to get killed on Twitter.
Nah, don't do that.
So you can bet $100 to win $800 on if they show Donovan McNabb highlights.
Ha!
There's a lot of crazy ass prop bets for this shit, but I still can't find the fucking odds.
Shout out to Bobby Taylor and Notre Dame cornerbacks being trash.
Wow.
Yeah, I brought that up, Pete. You thought I forgot? Thought I was going to forget? Nah. Can't name the last good Notre Dame cornerback. Like literally the last good
defensive back?
Defensive back.
You
Corner.
can bet on the color of Gatorade.
That's wild.
That's obvious. Red and yellow.
So red is at plus 275. That means if you bet 100 and you win 275.
Should I just bet this money real quick and just forget about the podcast?
You guys are Raiders fans, so you guys haven't felt this type of pressure in a long time because you haven't been in this.
They lost
you
the Super Bowl on my sister's birthday,
You
dude.
haven't been in the Super Bowl longer.
Yeah, but
My grandfather was like my age when y'all were
You haven't been in the Super Bowl since they dropped the L in the conferences and added a C.
Hey, you're talking about things we don't talk about.
A lifetime ago.
You haven't been in the Super Bowl since Hank Stram.
Did the civil rights movement start the last time the Chiefs won?
I don't even know.
So we don't talk about
Super Bowl
it, bro.
III?
We don't even talk about it.
We passed
Lynn
that.
Dawson was smoking a stogie and probably some Black and Milds.
And
That's just the one they called him.
But hey, I'm telling you this: blunts have already been sent from Mahomes after the game to be blazing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right. Like his ass smokes blunt. His ass
He didn't smoke.
His little square ass smokes a box of Capri Suns.
He smoked whatever his girlfriend had on him, and she probably just had like a vape or
she smokes for sure.
She had a vape pen.
He's
That's
going
about
to the.
it.
He's
I know
going to
she
the hookah
smokes for
lounge,
sure.
if anything.
Yeah.
The hookah lounge.
Yeah, I can see his
nastiness.
ass at the hookah lounge.
Hey, he's more of a dog than that, man. Don't do that to him.
Nah, bro, he's a hookah lounge guy.
He's more of a dog than that. But no,
He's a take 2 puffs of the cigar and then pass it because I don't want to like smoke off IG.
man.
Okay, so
you got the odds.
So the Chiefs are favored by 1.5 points.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a close game.
42-37.
And usually the home team gets 3. So that means the 49ers are a pretty big underdog.
Why would the home team get 3?
Because that's just usually how the bets
team
work.
that wears the dark jerseys.
No, just in general, like the team at home usually gets plus 3.
Why isn't the Niners had a better record? Why isn't it them?
Because that's what I'm
Look
saying.
at the nervousness in his face.
No, I don't
That's
give a
what
damn
I'm
about
saying.
that.
That's what I'm
Wait a minute,
saying.
what?
So like,
Hey,
the
let
Chiefs.
me tell you, we were down 24-0-1. Fuck the odds.
Okay, first off,
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause the odds told me right there the game was done.
Houston is stupid. I can't say the R word, but Houston's dumb. And Bill O'Brien is their head coach.
But tell me how many teams
Bill O'Brien's their head coach.
would have won that game being down 24-0?
A couple.
I don't know, man.
Like 2.
I don't know.
What teams?
The Patriots, they would have cheated their way back into the game.
Nah, even the Patriots wouldn't have been able to save themselves from that.
It was bad. It was a bad 24
against Houston.
It was like
no, it was bad.
It was bad.
Almost.
Like,
yeah, I know.
It was everything like hit the fan.
Like everything. I'm sitting there watching it like, bro, this cannot be real. Like everything is going wrong. This shit is terrible.
But it's Houston. You got to remember that.
Yeah, but still, to be down 24-0 like that, where
But you have Mahomes. Me and Pete played Madden, and I literally almost won on the last play.
because clearly Pete sucks at Madden. If
He
that's
does.
the case,
I got cheated. It was a bullshit fumble, but I'm still mad about it. Like clearly, because
we got to get that.
Kelsey
going,
was open
man.
for a touchdown. Like it was damn near he would have scored. There was no one there, and then I trucked the safety and he fumbles it. But I had like
wild.
10 catches for
I
like
could take
300
some wings
yards
from you, bro.
receiving.
in
I was
Madden.
hot.
I could take some wings from you in Madden, bro.
nah.
Honestly, are wings still owed? Didn't we discuss wings being owed somewhere?
Maybe
past like 3 weeks.
Oh no, you owe me wings for Lamar Jackson. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like, what kind of wings?
Oh,
You still
yeah, I
I've been
forgot.
like waiting to cash in on the bet. I want wings too, and you're just like not saying anything. So I guess we're just all gonna get collective wings from Gunnell's bet.
Hey, I'm really excited to see this. Super
I'm kicking
Bowl,
my
man.
bet up.
It's gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great game.
Halftime show is gonna be.
What
trash,
happens
though.
if the Chiefs win? Like what's
Possibly. I
what's
don't
going to
know.
be your first move?
Man, shit. If the Chiefs win, It's going to involve tequila, probably tequila and Hennessy. I'm going to take a double shot.
Oh, so you want to die? Like,
yeah.
I'm going to take a double shot, bro.
Are you gonna?
The Chiefs haven't.
You gonna give them
won in 50 years.
You got to do that shit on IG Live now.
Of course.
You said that, bro. No.
The Chiefs haven't won in 50 years.
You have to send it to everybody. And you have to be live on Twitter.
I'm going to have the double shot, and I'm going to shoot them both. And
Nah, you got to start with mimosas, bro. You got to work your way up.